Oh, my God.
Alright. There you go. Start it off.
Hello, everybody. Man, did y'all? I'm sure y'all got the news. Here, you got the key. I'm sure you guys got the news because Malcolm is a legendary actor, director, musician, poetic. It goes on and on. You know, actresses, women,
Activist.
and he was an activist. You name it. But as you know, when you are in the industry of any sort, let me make sure my Bluetooth is off. Should be all right. Hey, Chappelle Hannon. Hello. But y'all, I'm sure y'all heard the news. Y'all had to have heard the news because it's all over media. You know, this man been acting for over 40 years. Obviously, everybody knows him from the Cosby Show, so that's his main thing. But he done so many other countless movies. You know, he done countless shows. Shit, he done directed for New Edition and other special ed. He done it all. What's up, Ace? I see you. But if you really look at people's careers, either when, shit, my face is breaking out. I haven't had a chance to do my hair. But if you guys notice, when actors or singers, they either fighting for their royalties or fighting for what belongs to them monetarily wise, or they're trying to retire for good. This shit happens every fucking time. It never fails. Angie Stone, not too long, got taken out. And you guys know Angie Stone, she was fighting for her royalties. So it's like if you're not messy enough in the industry, you know, keeping up with the gay agenda, keeping up with poisoning children's minds or poisoning people's minds, they'll leave those people alone. But people that stay out of trouble, you know, they try to uplift people and show people the right way to do things, those people at some point get sacrificed. I mean, make it make sense, right? They said his cause of death was he drowned in Costa Rica. That's it. And when you look up the articles or you try to find a legit source of the reasoning of his death, none of those sources are seems legit. The source says unknown. That's not cool. Peggy James, hey James, they said what's up.
Sorry, Christ bless.
Yeah, so I feel like, you know what I feel like? Because they said, thank you, sweetheart. They said he was a former actor and that he retired. And when you look up his net worth is like 15 to 17 million dollars. And from what I've been reading, $10 million is more than enough to live the rest of your life off of until, you know, you tell whatever, until you do whatever you want to do with it. Where you want to sit at, love? Okay. I need some grease for the fifth wheel. But if he had 15, I'm going to sit down for a little bit. Because I want to talk about this. Because I ain't going to lie, like, I just found it out. Like, I'm sitting here driving, and my husband, it popped up on his Facebook feed or whatever. So I'm like, Jamal, Malcolm, who's Malcolm? Because you know, sometimes, you know how you know some actors or singers, you know them by face, but you don't necessarily know them by name. So when he said his name, I'm like, who the hell is that? And then we had, oh shit, that's the dude from the Cosby Show. Oh Lord Jesus. Damn. That's all you can say is man. Wow. I'll tell you, it just don't make sense. The man had no health problems. He just had a daughter. I think his daughter is 8 years old, and he just got married not too long ago. So how does a vibrant, healthy, fairly new father, you know, fairly new in his marriage, he got all this stuff going for him, and you telling me he just all of a sudden just drowns in Costa Rica? That's all the news you got. That's it. Sudden drowning. No real other facts or details. Just He drowned in Costa. How does a grown man drown? Can somebody tell me that? If you know that you don't know how to swim, what in the world would you look like jumping in a river, a ocean, or even a private pool for that matter, if you know your swimming skills is really not that good? I'm telling you, they sacrifice him. If you ask me, he was a sacrifice. Yeah, but Jeff, he's ain't no seem like Malcolm was a poised, well-educated man. So a well-educated man, I'm sure, has common sense. They said an unexpected current caught him. I still don't believe it, Kendall. I don't believe it. Because they know what they were saying, Kendall? They saying that it's some kind of ritual with the age 54 and 45. So when some of these actors or singers turn either 54 or 45, that's when, oh, he died in his sleep. Oh, he suddenly drowned. Oh, he had a heart attack. Oh, he had a stroke. Bullshit. I call bullshit on it. I call it. I don't care what you say. I call bullshit. Because he ain't never been in no trouble. If you really look at this man's history, how many scandals have y'all caught him in? How many scandals is out on this guy? He died wave of Pootsy. What's your source? Wave of Poochie? That shit is crazy. I don't know. The truth will come out though. You know what? Yeah, because we need washer fluid too. The truth will come out. Of course they gotta start dressing it up. Oh, we need some grease for the fifth wheel too. Okay. Yeah. Shit, man, we gotta get this truck. Hey guys, it like long time ago, I used to do true blogs where it'd be like 30, 40 minutes long. And it's basically just showing the work day of, truckers or whatever. So I'm gonna try to get back to compiling videos to where I can make longer blogs. I kind of stopped doing it. I don't know. You know how life happens and you get into living your life versus just your job. But I don't care. Hey, I call bullshit. You already know they got to build the story up to make it make sense because a lot of people questioning. You got to understand that he is a legendary director, actor, musician. So you know his fan base, his followers, his family, and friends. They got questions. Hey, sweetheart, anything you'd like to chime in with?
What's up, Christ bless?
Anything?
I mean, y'all know what it is. I ain't about to, I don't want to get to it. I ain't gonna get to it. I ain't too much. My wife want me to chime in on this thing, man. Malcolm Jamal Warner, one of the prolific, in my childhood, started with the Cosbys. I most know him for his activism. The work he did in the community. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like, he helped a few non-profit organizations out. He uplifted a lot of people. He kept his family business private. You didn't see him and his children and his wife all in the news. He started his family late. He had an 8-year-old daughter and everything, but it's unfortunate. I know me personally, if I don't know how to swim, I'm gonna stand like now. I don't go in the ocean. I just don't do it. I know how to swim, but I don't go in the ocean. All right. For Malcolm Jamal Warner to be found unresponsive, okay? Unresponsive, all right? In water, I'm not sure if the man know how to swim or not, but, for him to have these roles, and the roles that he played wasn't like your typical nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? A person in deep water should have should have a backup person, especially with a man of his his stature, and his pristine that he was, he should have had somebody there, security, a lifeguard. These are the questions that are raised when a man that didn't play his roles, like when he did play in the movies, sitcoms, his role wasn't your typical nigga shit. Okay, his roles were doctor. You know, he played doctors. He played college student. He played family man. Okay, he played some good roles that gave a lot of people of our ethnicity, yeah, hope and a good light. So,
I just want to get a drink.
so yeah, stuff like this. Everybody know about Hollywood. Hollywood is a weird place.
And they known for killing us.
Yeah, so with that said,
That's why I call BS on it. I don't
you
believe
don't
it.
want
Of course they got. Of course they're gonna dress the facts up. They got to. They got to dress the facts because too many people starting to question just drowning. Okay, can you elaborate more? Can you give us more facts on drowning? Drowning how? How do a person, like he said, like my husband said, if you know you can't, that's a good thing he brought up. You know you a man of this stature. Where is your security? You know you going in a place that people can get hurt, just like he did. Where is security guards? That's a good statement to bring up.
Yeah. So with that said, since I don't go too far in the ocean. Yeah, right. I don't go too far in the ocean myself. I like to keep my feet somewhere where I do know how to swim, but I'm not the apex of the ocean. All right. I'm made to breathe air and not water. So, am I afraid of swimming? No. I swim like a fish, but who's to know? Nobody was there, saying, did this man have a cramp? Did he eat? Was he drinking? Nobody knows Malcom Jamal Warner as being a drunk or using excess of drugs or anything like this. He was a good brother. He didn't partake in the many things that people do. So that raised up questions. His life was so private. We got to ask ourselves: did he drink? Was he a drinker? He was trying to save his daughter. That's what was in the media. Okay, well, it's a lot of stories out there. And the thing about this thing is, the stories that are coming out, they're not in detail. They're just broad spec. They just put a story out there and they're letting people take the story and run with it. A lot of room for speculation. All right. So if you do have that article, send it to us. Because I like to have sources. Oh, okay. Can you hear me now? All right. Can you hear? We good? Thumbs up. Can you hear? Everybody good? All right. Give me type of one in if you can hear. Okay, we hear. Okay. All right. So, like I said before, the news is given a broad spec. It's broad scopes. All right, on the news. All right, the story is that he just drowned. They're just leaving it to the public to run along with our own thoughts, which is doing this man a great disjustice. Okay, it's a great disjustice for him. Okay, oh, good. Thanks, Wayne. Wayne A. Ace of Spades. Appreciate you tapping in, man. Let me know you can hear me. The news is doing us a great disjustice by not giving detail. Okay, so we're doing what we're doing now. We're finding out what we can find out and we're reporting it. But we want to be accurate. Especially with oh, she's over there getting something to eat right now, Tasha. She'll give you a call back. The news is doing such a great disjustice with a man with, like you say, with a man with his stature, a man with his, with his influence, they're doing us a great disjustice when it comes down to Malcom Jamal Warner. We want to know every detail, okay? We need to know, all right? This is one of my childhood stars. We need to know. I need to know some things, all right? If you guys have any news clippings, anything going on with the news, a credible source, go ahead and send it to us. Yeah, go ahead and send that. You can post that as well, you know, because we want the truth, all right? We want the truth, all right? We all need to stand up and hold accountable, okay? It's accountability that needs to happen, you know. Who's to know that if this story right here was a throw off because uh, people might not have known or people don't know this yet, but Trump's DOJ is trying to drop charges on the officers that were involved in Breonna Taylor's murder. Okay, we're just gonna call it what it is. It was a senseless unaliving. Okay, the Trump's DOJ, okay, is trying to seek 1 day for the officers that are involved in her unaliving. All right, so that's what I do know. Okay, RIP to Malcolm Jamal Warner, good brother, but there are more things, and it was misdirection. Okay, sometimes they put things out there or they cause things to happen, okay, so they can take your eyes off of what's really going on. Okay, so I hate to say Hollywood puppets. Okay, for the simple, for Malcolm Jamal Warner's case. Okay, I don't want to use that word because he was more than just a Hollywood puppet, like your other actors and stuff like just doing that nigga shit. Okay, Malcolm Jamal Warner was a good person. Okay, so I'm not taking anything away from him. All right. Yeah, exactly. I was like, really too. Hey, what up, bro? Most High Christ bless. At the end of the day, we want to keep focus, all right? And let's look at Breonna Taylor, okay? Let's keep Malcolm Jamal Warner in our memories, okay? But let's look more into Breonna Taylor, okay? Trump is trying to give the officers that were involved in his unaliving 1 day, okay? So these officers are going to have received 1 day for walking in this woman's house, Breonna Taylor, RP, the Breonna Taylor, walking in her house and unaliving her. Trump wants to give these officers 1 day, okay? So, I'm not taking light off of Malcolm Jamal Warner, okay? Like I said, RP with him again. Prayers out to his family and friends, associates, okay? We want to send prayers up. Also, at the same time, we want to look at what's going on with Breonna Taylor, okay? We want to look at that, all right? We want to keep our eyes on these things, right? Exactly. So it's accountability, Lazarus. It's accountability. Trump is actually taking away accountability from the officers that senselessly unalive Breonna Taylor, okay? So, with that said, we need to also hold Breonna Taylor's family up in prayers, okay? Because that happened to her, and we know who did it, and they're still not being held accountable for it. They received a guilty plea, but then Trump's DOJ is commuting the sentence down to 1 day. So, with that said, we all got to, stand, okay? We need to, demand answers about Malcolm Jamal Warner. We need to get more detail with Malcolm Jamal Warner. We need to get answers. We need to stand up for Breonna Taylor, all right? So, my wife's over there getting something to eat right now. She's at the Starbucks, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna come back and chime in with you guys, man. I just want to get on here and, shed some light, all prayers to both families, okay? Of Malcolm Jamal Warner and Breonna Taylor, okay? So, other things, I talk about more than just your sports and, stuff like that. Do I like sports? Yes, I do. But I know there are more things that are important other than, your sports and, your nigga shit, okay? So, at the end of the day, let's also, I'm just going over here real quick. Let's also keep our eyes on each other right now, okay? I want to keep your eyes on each other and your surroundings. And if somebody needs help, man, help them out, If somebody's drowning and they're yelling out, hey, help, help. If you don't know how to swim, go get help. Go get help if you don't know how to swim, I'm pretty sure anybody that's drowning, nobody heard a scream. Nobody heard a scream. Nobody heard anything while this man is drowning. All right. Nobody, nobody heard anything. And
I wonder when did it happen?
Right.
Or they just reported?
Right.
Or did it happen like a week, or you know what I'm saying? A mocha frappe and a dragon fruit drink refresher from Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
No, that's just Starbucks.
Oh, Starbucks. Oh.
Yeah, Starbucks.
Oh, I thought it was Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. I got a few words. Babe. But hey, real quick, I do want to say, for the sake of, why out. Come on, man. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a great day, man. All right, so, with that being said, here you go, babe.
I got both hands.
Okay. So
this is good.
R.I.P. Malcom Jamal Warner.
Definitely R.I.P. man. If you really think about it, all our heavy hitters are gone. Especially the 80s babies, the 90s babies, and probably early 2000 babies. All the actors and singers we once adored and loved, everybody is getting out of here. A lot of people getting out of here to where I guess, it's part of life. That's the tree of life. Out with the old and with the new. So, and now I get it how our grandparents or our older generation, they used to always be like, I just don't understand. What's up, Lazarus, Steven? Yeah, everybody's gone. And if you look at it, if you are mid-30s on up, we're getting old too. Look at these gray hairs, bro. I remember when I was 20. I remember when I was 10, 15. And it's like I grew up in the hood, you know what I'm saying? So part of growing up in the hood, a lot of people that have grown up in the hood and seen a lot of deaths and maybe almost died yourself, you never think that you will grow to get to shit. Some people don't think they're gonna make it to 25. Some people feel like I probably won't live to 25. So when you get to 40 and 50, like, damn, I'm still here? Shit. So it's like nobody's young anymore. Everybody get old. We all get old. So the older you get, the more people you're gonna lose. Life as you once knew it, you have to learn how to grow with the changes. And all our heavy hitters are gone. Yeah, the Zares. And I bet you can remember those days when you was like 20. Man, my husband keep feeding me, man. He keep feeding me and I'm gaining weight, bruh. I done slacked up on my workouts and everything. I need the key. I done slacked up on my workouts. I ain't gonna lie, sister got out of shape a little bit. I gotta get myself back. This ain't me at all. I don't like it. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that you know out of all the celebrities that shocked me, and I can remember almost everywhere I was when I found the news. Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, now him. I forgot the comedic name, the one that played on Friday. He was the father. What's his name? Oh, Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac, I believe he died. Yeah, Aaliyah, I know where I was at when I found out her death. Rocking, hell, I'm rocking 70, doing good. You know what's beautiful though? That for everybody that's still breathing here to see another day, we are in the era where technology is better. So, back in the day, because technology wasn't as good as it is now, shit, a lot of people was dying in their 40s and 50s because technology wasn't so advanced. So they didn't have medical studies or medicines or knowledge to where a lot of people to die in your 50s to 60s was normal. But since medical is advanced with medicines and, you know, better ways to live lives, and food that got more advanced and technical, I knew that's why I gotta go back in there and get it. I'm gonna get off here in a little bit. I definitely, oh yeah, we gotta go. But, oh yeah, Prince. Yeah, you're right. How can I forget Prince? It's way more people than that. But, oh, I can't, but I'll probably think of it when I get off, like, dang, I should have said that. But it's a lot of them. A lot of people are getting gone out of here. A lot of people are getting gone out of here. Matter of fact, y'all walk with me. And I need this, like, I got this new iPhone 16. It's nice, too. This phone is really nice. I like it. But I got a new case for it. Oh, yeah, John Witherspoon. You took it out my mouth. I need to get a, I'm going to go get it, though. I need to get a phone holder because I don't want to have to keep taking my phone out this case. I want to get a phone holder that's an open claw versus that one right there, because this ain't going to work. Yeah, I'm about to get another phone holder. Walking with me, or you standing here?
I can do it. I'm over.
Okay. Yeah, John Witherspoon. Damn, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So that being, you know what that say though? You know what that says, because y'all know I think a lot, and I'll put it into perspective. What that says is money don't mean shit. Your money you got, your cars you got, your nice clothes, you got this and you, none of that shit mean nothing. Nothing. I have never, they shot the 28 years later movie on iPhone. Really? For real? See what I'm saying? Okay. Man, hey, I gotta figure this phone out, because that's what I'm saying, like, and you know what's wild? I have a lot of passion for creativity. Like, I used to write poems and everything. I'm a poetic. Like, I like writing. I've been trying to write a book, but it's like this trucking stuff is so demanding. It's like, it take a lot of energy and effort out. By the time you want to do stuff, you be just drained. But all I'm saying is, if rich people dying, and you clearly see they didn't take none of this stuff they accomplished with them, what makes you any different? We all bleed red blood, baby. We all bleed red blood. So that being said, you need to prioritize what means the most. And at the end of the day in life, what means the most, exactly. I've never seen a Brinks truck go behind a casket or your funeral. You can't take none. The Egyptians tried it, couldn't do it. They tried to bury people with their money, their jewelry, and it doesn't transition. Peggy and James, life is about, that's what I was getting at, Tyrone. Because if you really think about it, and it's for any of y'all, think about anybody that you love, whether they were successful, not successful. When you think about the people that you lost, what do you think about? Memories. So memories. You busting ass and neglecting your loved one, or I gotta work, or I gotta do this, or I'm chasing this. And then before you know it, you lost all this time that you can't get back. And now when you die, you leave your loved ones with no good memories to hold on to.